We're here at European Women in Technology in Amsterdam. And today here with me is Jolique Möller. She's the CEO and founder of Influentials, a software company for influencer marketing. Welcome, Jolique.
Hi, thanks.
Great to have you here. So we're in this totally new world where people all of a sudden are doing influencer marketing. Oh my God, what's influencer marketing?
Influencer marketing is all about marketing, but in a new sense of way, because influencers, they have many followers on Instagram or YouTube in a specific niche. And what's so special about it?
Wait, we're influencers.
Yeah, we're influencers. How many followers do you have on Instagram?
Not so much on Instagram, but 10,000 on Twitter and 6,500 on LinkedIn.
Yeah, so you're a pretty big influencer in the B2B sector.
In the B2B sector.
And honestly, that's up and coming because many brands are reaching out to me with the question like, hey, do you have B2B influencers? Currently, we have influencers in 13 categories, but not yet in the B2B sector. So maybe we need to talk.
Well, we should definitely talk. But first we talk about, so now most of these influencers are B2C. So categories like fashion, makeup.
Yeah, beauty, lifestyle. But we also have up and coming influencers from television. And that's really nice. So being an influencer is quite a big range, or you're famous from Instagram, or maybe from television, or maybe from the radio. Like everyone could be an influencer these days.
Is that like a new word for celebrity?
Kinda, as long as you have followers on a specific channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so why are these companies now also interested in B2B?
Because everyone is looking to spread their story in a very personal way. Mm-hmm. And that's so special about influencer marketing, because people tell your story to their followers and then they create content which you can use for own purposes. And we know that user-generated content is way more powerful than just a photo made in a studio.
Yeah, so I come from the traditional media industry, and sometimes we frown a little bit on these, amateurs that are doing this. Is the scene still that amateuristic, or is that long gone already?
No, well, I mean, there are so many influencers out there, but believe me, it is a professional market, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and there are different kind of companies specialized in influencer marketing. So we have the agencies, which were used to be the model agencies, but now they have influencers.
Like brokers in between brands and influencers?
Yeah, but then exclusively.
Right.
Then we have the agencies who create powerful influencer marketing campaigns. And then we have the software companies, that's where we are, who connect brands and influencers through or a marketplace or a software solution.
Yeah. So, but why should you use software for that? I mean, you can just call somebody, right? I mean, what's wrong with the traditional booking?
There's nothing wrong, but manually it takes so much time to call a manager. You don't have access to their social media channels. You want to create a relationship with influencers, and with software you save a lot of time, and it's scalable. So for instance, now with software you can easily work with 80 influencers instead of with just one.
So it goes super fast and it's super easy. So I'm always a little bit curious. At the moment in the Netherlands, I can name at least 3 software companies, including yours, Influentials, IMA, and Base, who are basically doing tech with influencer marketing combined.
IMA is more like an agency.
Or like an online platform, right? Am I correct?
Well, they started with Fashionista.
Yeah.
That's how they started, with an online platform, but now they create marketing campaigns for big global brands.
So they're more an agency right now.
They're more an agency than a software company, where we sell subscriptions and they sell campaigns.
Yeah, so but then still you have Base, who previously was Tim, the influencer marketing platform.
They have 3 different propositions. They offer a software solution. They offer Base as the building where influencers can come for a masterclass or can rent a desk.
And
they
where are
have
you
a
different then?
because we focus on providing the best software for marketers.
Yeah.
And that's really our number one goal, to become the total solution for influencer marketing. And I think when you're so super focused, then you're getting better and better and better instead of doing a little bit of everything.
So who is using your platform at the moment? Any big names?
Yeah, L'Oréal Paris, Coolblue, PostNL,
Okay.
Universal Music, and that's what I love about it. That we only exist for 3 years. We're with a small team, but we're working for like big lifestyle corporates. Yeah.
So what do you do for these kind of companies? How can you actually help them? Can you name like a case, what you've done recently?
The cool thing is that I'm only offering the software. So the marketers use our software and run their own campaigns. So L'Oréal, for instance, they have a new mascara that needs to be promoted on Instagram, and they create a campaign briefing. They post this on the marketplace, and then influencers will apply within 24 hours on this campaign. This means that they also accept the terms and conditions of the campaign, so brands don't need to negotiate anymore with an influencer, whether they get 100 euros or 500 euros. And the cool thing is that they have access
They
to...
can say yes to no, basically, to the fees, right?
That's it. And they know upfront what it's about, and it's like, I think it's the best thing. And then you have access to their social media channels, because all influencers who are connected on Influentials, they need to connect with their social media channels through an API. So we have all the data, and it's fully transparent.
So you can actually see what it delivers in terms of reach, followers.
Yeah, that's so important, because at my previous company, I did this all manually. So
takes a lot of time, right?
Basically, I started as a blogger. Then I launched my first company, I Love Fashion Bloggers, where I connected brands with fashion bloggers. But the thing there was that I always asked bloggers, like, how big are you in Google Analytics? And they literally took a print screen and they photoshopped their unique visitors.
I would do so too, why not,
but
right?
I was so pissed off, because it's just a waste of time. And now we say, okay, if you want to work with brands on Influentials, be transparent, connect your socials, and it's
This
way
is
better.
also, kind of get like a shakeout in this industry, where the fakers and the real influencers are divided now because of this software?
Definitely. And if you look into the news, big corporates, as Unilever says, we will not work with influencers with fake followers. We only want transparency.
And that's also what Instagram is focusing on right now, right? To just get out all these fake followers and really, is that something that's actually worthwhile for you as well now?
Of course, because it's so important to work with influencers who have a good relationship, who have a high engagement rate, who create high end content, and that's the only way how you keep this market transparent and powerful, instead of boys and girls buying followers, messing around with brands. That's a quick win, but it's not a long-term vision. And we all need to work on the long-term vision for influencer marketing.
So we're here at European Women in Technology.
Yeah.
Still, for us, it was kind of hard to find a Dutch founder, specifically a CEO.
Female founder.
And you still have to say female founder instead of founder.
Yeah.
Do you think it's changing already, that more women are becoming technology founders at the moment? Or should they be?
I have to think about this. I think in the Netherlands it's quite hard. I had a office before in Amsterdam at TQ. TQ is the heart of the tech startups. It's from the founders of the Next Web.
Yeah. Really cool place, right?
Really cool place, but there were not that many female founders. And I really support the fact that female are getting more interested in technology. But no, there are not that many female founders in the Netherlands, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm always kind of wondering if this is something typically Dutch, but if you look globally, the numbers are always a bit the same. But for instance, one of the problems that female founders face typically is raising funding. You just raised this summer a seed round of 315,000 on Symbit. Do you have the impression it was harder for you than if you would have been a male founder?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's always a difficult question.
I think you need to
You
just to
can't
believe
compare.
in yourself and your own power and your company. And it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male. It's just your own power, and that people believe in you, and investors believe in your story. Whether I have blonde hair, whether I'm dark, I'm a male or a female. For me, it doesn't really matter. But I went to school within automotive, the IVA in Holland, in
Oh, wow.
Driebergen.
Yeah, you're probably the only female in your
Yeah,
class.
there were 1,000 boys and there were 30 girls. So
Wow.
on the entire school, and people were always be like, "Yeah, you have a good grade because you're a girl." Well, yeah. Literally, if I can say this, fuck you. No, it's based on my own power. So I don't know. But in the US, the girl boss scene is very trending. I don't know. There's even, if you notice, but there's even a show on Netflix.
Yeah, I heard
by
about that.
Sofia Amoruso, and she started Nastigal. So online shopping, fashion website, and now she also organizes big events for female founders, but also girls or females who are working at a cool company. So
A bit the same like this event. So, but what I really anticipate that this is sort of a movement that's here and now. Do you think this will change in the next 5 to 10 years?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's a difficult question. So to round up, where would you see your company in the next, let's say, 5 years? How will this emerge?
It's my goal to become the biggest software solution for influencer marketing in Europe. And then at one point, a big Asian company or American company will give me a call and say, "Hey, Jolique, I think we need to talk."
Yeah, either with a merger or
an exit. Yeah.
Yes. So in this phase, what do you need to do as the next steps to come there? What kind of hurdles do you need to overcome?
It's all about scalability, and we're a SaaS company, so it's about the MRR.
The monthly recurring revenue?
Yeah. And we need to be at a level that we're scalable, and then we can talk to venture capital and really start the engine and become the biggest
influencer marketing technology company
Yeah.
in Europe.
Yeah.
Jolique, thank you so much for this great interview.
Thank you.